Hello everyone, in Sector 57 we're back again in War Thunder. Now if you haven't been keeping up with what's been going on in War Thunder, there's an event going on lasting from July to August called Operation S.U.M.M.E.R, where you can do a task for tank and plane every 2 days, and if you fulfill enough of those tasks, you can get cool rewards. There's 16 total, and if you do 7 of them, you can get if you do 7 or 13 on each side, you can get new vehicles for planes and tanks. And if you do 7 for tanks, you'll get what you see right in front of the screen right now. This is the SD.KFZ.234/4. This is basically a Puma chassis with a Pak 40 gun on top. Now, for comparison, this is the iconic Puma right here. You can see it's an armored car. It's got the turret with the 5cm cannon on it. This is the original, like the iconic version. In fact, this is the original variant. So I don't know, it starts with a /2 instead of /1, but I guess it's like the same logic with the Panther D instead of the Panther A. But the /2 was the original, and then lasted from 1943 1944. Somewhere in between 1944, they decided to cut production on this. Maybe they thought the 5cm wasn't worth it or something, or maybe the turret was dropped because the Leopard light tank was not being considered. But then they made the /1 and /3. The /1 has a 20mm flak gun on it, but the /3 has an open top chassis with a 75mm howitzer. That's like the 75mm on the Panzer IV, the early versions. However, late in 1944, they started production on adapting the long anti-tank gun 75mm onto the Puma, and this is the result. They were producing this from late 1944 to 1945 until the end of the war, basically. I think they made around 89 of these, or somewhere around that number. I'm trying to recall off the top of my head, but basically, yeah, they just slapped a 75mm gun on it and called it good. Now, I tried this a bit. It's actually pretty favorable. It feels just like a Puma, in my opinion, but it has the punch of a Pak 40 gun. Now, this Pak 40 gun is more similar to the Marder 3H one right here I have. It's more similar to this one. In fact, it's the same one if you look at the specifications. More similar to the Marder 3 than the actual Panzer IV F2 and those stuff, because the Panzer IV variant, the KWK-40, you shorten the propellant cases for easier storage, so therefore it has less power. This one, the Pak 40 itself, on this, is the pure Pak 40 gun placed on the chassis, is the original, the rounds, the original barrel length, so it has a lot of firepower. Now let's take a look at this vehicle. The armor on the hull is actually the same as the Pumas. They got a slope, 30mm, 15mm armor here. Not exactly like thick enough for confidence, but it does give reasonable protection against machine gun rounds. Although the side is only like 8mm, so if you got heavy machine guns, you're gonna get torn up. Belly armor is 12.7, so HE rounds can also penetrate through that. And you got the gun here. Now, of course, the gun is also weakly armored. It's only got 2 4mm armor layered above each other, just like the real Pak gun. And for the crew, we have 3, and you can see just how large these ammunition are compared to the Panzer IV. But it's just like it's covering up the whole sector in the middle. You get hit here, it's goodbye. You got a driver here, you got a gunner here, and you got a command. I want to say commander, but I think he can also be the driver, considering that in the original variant there's also a rear driver. They say machine gunner, but when I read it up, this is a rear driver person, crew member, and also he doesn't have a machine gun to begin with. So then this is the rear driver. He can basically, if things get sticky, the rear driver takes over and just like zooms out of the reverse. And here is I want to say it's the same thing. I mean, there's a steering wheel right here, so I want to say, I mean, he can also be the commander in a real life one. I don't know, but yeah, and like I said, I took this out for a drive a few times. I found it favorable. It's a bit hard to turn an RK on the roads because it's just so fast, and the handling is so sensitive that a little turn can start making you like doing the, I don't know what they call the road turn, but you start doing the twizzling on the roads. Engine's huge. That's one thing that you know, the huge back part. But the thing is, the engine takes up a whole bunch of it rather than radiators. And I found that a problem when I tried reversing out of the situation or forwarding myself into the building, where the back still end up exposed, and then one hit just knocks out the engine. That's just my experience. I'm sure it's different for some people. It could be the same. But yeah, 3 crew members. You got 36 rounds of of 75mm anti-tank rounds. That's a bit redundant there. And wheels are 10mm thick because they're rubber rim, not full rubber like some armored cars. What else? It got the usual assortment of rounds for the Pak 40. It's got the Panzergranate 39, which is awesome power for a rank 2 battle rating 3.0 vehicle. Oh, also, yeah, it's battle rating 3.0, so that means the highest battle rating you will face if you have a balanced lineup is 4.0, which is only like the T-34E, STZ, the German T-34, the Churchill Mark III. Of course, there's a whole bunch of other vehicles that can kill you, but those are like some of the top ones that you can think of when you want to go fight 4.0s with this vehicle, and those you can knock out with the Pak 40 easily, considering that they're not sloped and such. But this vehicle is actually pretty nice because the real one has a six-speed transmission, 3 forward, 3 reverse. That means it's very fast forward, reverse, and that means you can go forward, shoot, and then go back the same speed. So it's kind of, it feels like it's a very mobile tank destroyer, I'll give, but unfortunately it's limited in the Operation S.U.M.M.E.R event. So yeah, but it's the first reward, so it's not as much effort to get as like the later one, which is the Type 65 SPAA, which I'll cover once I get it. What else to say? 11.7 tons. Yeah, this thing has a lot of horsepower behind its weight, so you will go rather fast. The max speed is 98 kilometers per hour according to the spec. I highly doubt that you'll ever get that without going downhill, but that's still a scale of what things to come. How about let's talk about the gun other than its name. Let's talk about this elevation depression, 22 to -5. It's that's quite normal, I imagine. If you look at the Marder 3H, it's 22, but it's -2, so this is a little bit better gun depression. Although -5, nothing to speak much of, because even the T-34 is at -5. And I guess like the only way I can show you the horizontal traverse if I take into the game, it's pretty decent for a mount on the car. MG42, that's what you get for secondary. This thing can elevate a whole lot more than the gun, so if you really want to use this for a anti-aircraft gun, if you could, then you can. What else to say? That's about it for first impression details. I created the wiki page on it on the War Thunder wiki already, so if you want to go check that out, all the more detailed specification you can. It's still kind of empty because it's just started and I barely use it to start writing concrete guides on it. But if you want to contribute, go ahead. I thought maybe let's take it out for a few drives. I got a whole bunch here, but I'm just gonna focus on the gameplay with this vehicle because I think this is a interesting one, and I think if you really know how to play it, you can exploit exploit its pros very well to have a hand on the battlefield. Of course, since I am who I am, I'm gonna play an arcade first. So here we go. So as you can see, we're on Frozen Pass right now, which is not exactly the ideal place for a car because snow and wheels don't really mix. That's why we have snow chains. But yeah, so you can see here, you got the 3-man crew here. You got the driver in front, you got a gunner manning the whole thing by himself, and you got the commander who's staring up at the nothingness while the breach hits him in the face or something. I don't know. He's in a really stupid position if you ask me. You see there's the open top. Well, now what I found during gameplay is that the gunner is really exposed to shrapnel. If an artillery round hit behind you, that shrapnel is going to kill your gunner quite easily. Maybe even your commander too, which will send your thing into crew replenishment and you're pretty much dead from there. And another note is that despite this being a tank destroyer, this thing does have access to artillery. So that's a nice little feature to have. Maybe it might just be a holdover. Maybe they'll get rid of it later. But until then, that's a feature to note. Oh, they're attacking. All right, and then we just back out and that and repeat, hit and run. And I wonder if that Chinu noticed this to me. He probably didn't. Okay. He tried stopping to shoot me. Oh, he's reversing. Okay, let's see if I can get one more shot before it. No, okay. Let's back out, because now they know I'm here. I don't want them to kill me so easily. I got 1 artillerist right now. I'll save it. Beast being on the time, let's just drop some right there. But yeah, you can see this horizontal traverse. It's actually quite impressive. And also another note I forgot to mention is that the weight on this vehicle is the same as the Puma, so there's actually not that much difference in automotive capabilities. But the horizontal traverse is pretty nice. But you can see the MG42 just like overtaking the the gun by a huge margin. Then we can go up. MG42 goes up. Okay. Goes all the way up. Well, the gun does as well, but MG42 even more so. Look, I'm here. That's the MG42. The gun's right there. So yeah, MG42 got a huge elevation. It's also got a very good depression, but I don't think you're gonna fight infantry that close, or any infantry for that matter. So I don't think it's that big of a thing to note. We got some enemy tanks coming there, right? So let's move in, hit them from the back. See if we can do that, and make sure we don't get hit by anything on the way. Okay. Anything there? Oh hey, it's a Cromwell. Someone brave enough to bring that thing. Take care of it. Oh, hit him in the rear. Okay, that's him. Oh, he's dead. Another one right there. Let's let him expose himself. I'm just gonna reverse a bit. Oh, he's coming out. Okay. Let's see. It's an M4A2. He doesn't know I'm here. Oh, that's an M4A1. Either way, I got him. I saw the A. I thought I saw it too. You can see we got its speed. I want to go straight to B, but this thing is not exactly a combat-ready vehicle. But who cares, right? Let's go. God. Now I'm gonna see, like, once it gets high speed, its handling is actually pretty sensitive. Not so sure if this crosses over to realistic, but it's something I note in arcade, and I think you guys should know as well. See if we can make use of the depression here. I doubt it, but yeah. Oh, there's no one here. I'm gonna risk it. Let's just go. Go. I don't see anyone. I hear airplanes. That's not good news for me. I don't know if this thing is hull breakable, but open top means I'm free to strafe. Oh god, someone above me. Oh no, is he dropping bombs? I don't think it was bombs. Okay, I'm just being cautious. You never know, right? Okay. Okay, my depression is good enough for that. Well, I'll just reverse out here should the things get heavy. And I got an attacker ready, but I don't want to waste gameplay for that. I want to show you guys this vehicle here. Alright, I got that up. Artillery fire. I don't want. Let's just zoom out. And you can see the reverse is really fast. Same speed as forward. About. And here you can see, like, you know, even though the specification max is 98, like you're not really breaking 40 with the Puma, or at least in cross country. This is cross country after all. Give it a few minutes speeding down the road. You could maybe hit 98 downhill. Okay, gonna live through that. Man, what was I thinking? I was like, hey, I'm gonna get away from artillery, but I go straight into artillery fire. Okay, let's see if this Puma can make this thing. I heard that the armored car has really terrible. Oh, okay. Even if I could make it, that guy knows I'm there. So I'm gonna zoom out of there. See if I can hit him from behind. This is a bad idea. This is a really bad idea. This is a bad idea. I'm out. I didn't know how many there were. Okay, let's get up this. The M3's already down there. Alright, got that guy. Oh god, please don't notice me. Don't notice me! Okay, he noticed me. No, too late though. Okay, B's been taken, but like there's a lot of hostiles coming in. I don't want to risk it yet. I'm gonna back out. Still can't believe I'm still alive. I mean, I'm not exactly the most cautious player. This is actually the most cautious I've been with this vehicle. Maybe it's because I'm recording. But yeah. Oh, so here's a Mar 3, but that's the one with the 76mm Soviet field gun converted to use in the Pak-40 rounds. That's cool. Okay, we got an M3 and another M3 down there. We got the 234/2. Is that the /2? Who cares? I care apparently. Okay, I got a orbital win. The orbital win will tear this vehicle apart if I make one. Panzer IV F2 on the other side. You think I can hit it? No, behind the building. We got some AA guns coming in. Oh god. Move forward! Oh my god, there's a lot of them. That Panzer IV. Okay, we're done. Oh my. Ah, okay, so that is a /2. My gunner's dead. Nothing needs to be repaired, so I think I'm good. But that anti-air. Oh, it's a T-17. Okay. My gunner's up. The commander obviously replaces him. That heavy machine gun might hit me if it goes through the side or the gun shield, but to the front, I'm okay so far. Let's see if he comes back. I mean, with the amount of firing he's doing, he might come back. Or it goes back to sea. There he is. Got the gunner. Okay, he's gonna be a lot more cautious now, isn't he? Wish I aimed a bit lower. Yep, he definitely did an artillery strike. I'm gonna zoom out of here. Oh my god, that was close. Okay. Yeah, I can still get it. I can still get a shot on him like this. Nothing seems to be bad everywhere else. Is that T-17 dead? Oh. He might have tried killing me one from the air. Yeah, he tried killing me from the air. I'll do it right. Now he can't move, and the gunner's dead. And he's probably in crew replenishment. Okay. One more blow should do it. There we go. You don't pop out the same cover more than once or twice. Especially since you know I'm here. I mean, you tried ramming me. Okay, that's a Crusader. Is he? Yeah, he's pointing his gun at me. Okay. He'll go around. Or something of the same terminology. We'll flank him. There we go. We'll flank him. Oh, that rock. Spitfire. Okay, I think we can get him. Alright. Oh, the gun depression's against me now this time. Oh. There we go. Of course, this is only possible through arcade. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to see the retreat. I have to guess it. Is everyone dead? No, we still got some S.P.Z.Panzers and stuff. Mostly tank destroyers. We can't see now. So, oh my god, there it is. Oh god, turn a bit. That ricochet. But he's so focused on the Panzer IV-E for me to come in to make the kill. There we go. Like, this is basically a Puma with a 475mm, and if you are used to the studs and stuff, this is not that big of a difference between the Panzer III and the Stug 3, like in terms of transition and game style. Except we're pretty fast. Oh, okay. Those bombs there. That's pretty much no. We still got a S.P.Z. Not that it's much of an issue. S.P.Z.'s dead. Okay. I really don't want to get caught out there in spawn. But we basically won, and we're overrunning their spawn. But we won, and I'm a survivor. I have heavy metal fury. Yeah, this is fine. So you can see from that gameplay all the different pros and cons with the vehicle. Like, it's open top, and the aircraft will try strafing you and all this stuff. Maybe even trying to ram into you. I don't know if, like I said, I don't know if hull break is actually implemented for this vehicle. But it is a concern, and if I do get hull broken in a later episode, I'll put it down in the description if I did get hull broken. And also, it's thin armor, especially the gun shield, means that any AP shots going from the top, it's definitely not going to explode over the crew. It's going to pass clean right through, even APHE. And yeah, you got artillery, you got a fast forward reverse, you got a strong 75mm pack gun. This vehicle is actually pretty fun. However, if you're not really, I don't think you're really missing much if you don't get it. I mean, it's basically a Marder 3H gun on a Puma, and if you like the Puma, then this is definitely a vehicle that you should try to get. The Operation S.U.M.M.E.R still has 8 more tasks to go through, so you can still get it if you haven't even played Operation S.U.M.M.E.R yet. And I mean, I would recommend it because I had fun. But if you don't think you want it because, you know, you're busy and stuff, you're not going to miss too much. It's a Puma with a 75mm. The Puma with the 5cm is already pretty good. It has, you know, has the APHE, it has a traversable turret, all that stuff. This is just giving you an extra oomph to the armor card selections, and it's something I welcome, and up to you if you want to get. So thanks for watching. If you want to see more of my video, feel free to press the subscribe button, like this video if you like it, and I hope to see you next time on another video of Operation S.U.M.M.E.R. This is Operation S.U.M.M.E.R. may not seem interesting to everyone, but I think they are, especially the next tank one, which I'll cover when they release it. See ya.